Yes, more stream time. Hold on, gotta pull chat up. Alright, very cool. Hey, Master and Kai P and LOP. Alright, well, that's disappointing. We have Logan Paul in the shot. This is very epic. This is indeed a demon cherry. A hard one, too. phone. What are you doing? Have fun for both. This actually is pretty fun, except for Michigan. Mostly because Michigan is like 5 times harder than anything else in the level. In fact, I would even say doing 38 to 100 or whatever it is. What's past Michi? I think I have it in the title. Like 35-ish. I think doing 35 to 100 on this level is easier than getting 35, just saying. I watched Really Entertainment? No, I did not. I didn't have internet for a whole week, so couldn't really do very much. I'm gonna practice Michi here for a minute. Then again, I don't really know how much practicing Michi really does. You just kind of pass it every once in a while. You don't ever get consistent at it. It's kind of a weird little part. Yeah, hopefully I can do that normal. Well, without the dying at 47, because that's only like 2% progress. And while I will take progress, it's better than none. I'd like to get farther than 47. Okay, almost had it. I almost feel like the ball and ship and Michi are giving me more trouble than the UFO. Which is really weird, because for the longest time the UFO was by far the hardest part in the whole level. I don't know, man. That ball is becoming harder and harder, and the UFO is becoming easier. It's really weird. See, I don't think I do that too often where I click too early into the UFO. I don't know, Michi's part is just really hard. I don't think this level is bad at all, actually. It's held up really well considering how old it is. I'd put it pretty high amongst the other extremes I've done as well. Probably not the best, that probably still goes to Wavebreaker in terms of gameplay, for me personally. This is really good, with the exception of Michi. If this didn't have Michi, it would be better than Wavebreaker. The main barrier with this level for me is Michi. I mean, obviously I haven't gotten to the actual second half yet, but I've done 42 or whatever. Is that start a crack? I think it's 42. I've done 42 to 100 twice now. And both times it only took me like 15 attempts. It's just the first half of this level that I cannot do. Sorry, especially Michi that I cannot do. Overall, I'm personally enjoying this. Like I said, Michi's a little bit of a roadblock. It keeps it from being what I think is as good as it could possibly be. But overall, I'm enjoying my experience so far. If I have a bunch of deaths near the end, will probably change. That 27 straight fly is giving me a run for my money, though. Even on 144, that's probably one of the hardest straight flies I've ever done. Mostly because of the way you transition into it. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just catching up on chat. I'm hoping I do beat this tomorrow, honestly. Because I know I've only taken like 2 days. Especially considering that the second half of this is easier than the first. But yeah, this is far more enjoyable in my opinion than something like Kata. I hated Kata. Then again, that could have been because it was my first extreme and it was a really big difficulty jump for me. I don't know. But overall, with the exception of G-Boy, this is just more satisfying for me. When did I start playing GD? I downloaded the game back in 1.7, wasn't really active in the community or like playing, you know, excessively until 1.9. I was there for all of 1.9 in the beginning of 2.0, then left for most of 2.0, came back in 2.1 and I've been playing it consistently ever since. Who is DMing me right now? I don't care. What's my hardest demon currently? According to the list, Wavebreaker by Lemons. According to myself, either Novalis or Library 2. Which Library 2 is not a rated level, so... This feels easier than Wavebreaker and Novelis as well, to be honest. Like I said, all of that could change if I have, you know, 6 deaths at G-Boy or something, but I'm banking on that not happening. I've done 40-something to 100 on Aftermath. What's the part after the ship? Whatever that is to 100, I've done that on Aftermath. I'll probably beat it pretty soon after this. I don't know if it'll be the next thing I beat, but just have the trilogy done. Let's see. This is harder than Wavebreaker. According to the list, it's harder than Wavebreaker. I disagree with that. I would say this is probably easier than Unearthed, actually. I know a ton of people are going to disagree with that, but I'm just not having a bad time with it so far. I mean, Michigan's part is obviously its own little thing, but everything that's not Michi has not been giving me too much trouble, so... Then again, I am a little early in. I haven't even gotten to the second half yet. Alright, well, I am now in the second half, I guess. So, yeah, still think this is easier than Unearthed so far. This gets worse the more you play it. Hopefully not. I actually did expect a death at that UFO, so let me go play Crack's part. Or not Crack's part, whose part? Asonic's. I should really know that off the top of my head, but oh well. Progress. Yeah, 58 to 60. I actually struggle with that a fair amount. I want too low. Right there, like I said, 58 to 60. I don't think a lot of people really struggle with Asonic, but I find it to be a pretty hard part. At least for the UFO. The ball's not too bad, except for the first click. Okay, well hopefully that doesn't happen in normal mode, but that's what I mean. I can do runs in the second half of this level so easily. Like, I've already done 42 to, or whatever this is, I guess right here. I think this is 42 to 100, like, twice now, so. Let me just do G-Boy a couple times as well, because I don't want to die at G-Boy, obviously. You're making a sequel to a really hard level. If it's good, I might verify it. I'm not interested in building, especially if you have no details other than hard level, but... Well, hopefully that's enough. If I die at the last triple, I'm gonna be pissed, but... Alright. set a bite. Nothing really. Okay. Fluke 68 to 100. Honestly, I know a lot of people have problems with Etzer. I feel like I could fluke Etzer. Havoc is the easiest part in the level. If I'm gonna die past 58, it's probably gonna be a Gyron. Or that 61 timing, because that's pretty hard. Basically, 58 to 61 is fair best spots in the Gyron's part, because the part I struggle with the most in the second half is definitely Gyron. Okay, that was a waste of an attempt. Man, I wouldn't even consider myself famous. Not by this community standards. Hey, Vodon. Well, I mean, I literally just got 58 on Bloodbath, so pretty good, I'd say. Still on, technically, day one of playing. I guess I got 27 yesterday, but I only played the level for like 5 minutes. So this is like my first technical day of actually putting time into this level, and it's going well. Like I said, in my opinion, just getting to 35 on this level is harder than doing 35 to 100. I guess technically 42 to 100, because the run I was doing wasn't 35 to 100, but not much of a difference. Me and a guy named Optawolf have been talking about making an all-ball / swing copter level called Swing. Which I think I'm gonna do. I know people are tired of ultra collabs, but I'm gonna make one anyways. It'll be more of a meme level than anything really, but then again, I think all the ultra collabs were. Okay. I mean, I've never seen any of your decoration whatsoever. However, my Discord DMs should be open. If you have feature-worthy deco, then pretty much anyone can take a spot as long as their deco is, like, average. Because unlike most collabs, you know, I'm not looking for greatness. idea what TS is, so. Although I'm assuming you're not talking to me. Dude, why do I keep dying? Every time I die at Mitchie's wave, it's like a whole attempt wasted, basically. Anytime I die at the wave or past the wave. Really past the UFO. Hey, Cairo. Oh, we have a raid? Oh, boy. Cairo, were you the one raiding? Or was Otter raid? Ah, okay, Otter. Thank you for the raid, dude. I appreciate it. Okay, that was another waste of time. Yeah, thanks, Otter. I appreciate it, dude. I might bump Go up to Croc's part since I'm actually starting to get consistent at Mitchie. As crazy as that sounds. I think most people can make good gameplay, which is good, because if you're ever going to make a level in G-Dash, I mean, decoration's important, obviously, but gameplay is the basis for all that. If you have terrible gameplay, even if you have amazing decoration, no one's going to want to play the level if the gameplay sucks, you know? That's how I am with demons. Ancestral Calamity looks good for the most part, but the gameplay on it's so bad that I can't do it. Oh, Devin, or hold on, did I say that right? Nah, Devin, I think. Sorry, if I'm butchering your name, I apologize. I'm not good with names or reading in general. But, yeah, my DMs should be open. If they're not, then let me know. I will open them. getting so many bad Mitchie deaths. Alright, hang on, I'll check DMs real fast because I have a couple messages. Alright, yeah, I see your message there, Devin, whatever. Sorry, I'm gonna fuck it up like every other time I say it. Alright, anything else? Okay, now I should be good. Yeah, Mitchie's gameplay is the only part I would consider bad in this level. Hey, connected. Again, that's probably why this isn't my favorite extreme, is because Mitchie. Why ever touch Auditory Breaker again? Yeah, I was actually playing it for a little bit on stream earlier, and I did a couple, like, 20-30% runs. I want to play it again. I just need to get consistent at the wave part at 44, I believe. And I'll probably need to relearn the first ball, because, you know, that's, like, impossible. One level I don't know, like I said, if I'll ever touch again is Ancestral Calamity. I cannot get back to 93 for the life of me. It's impossible. Auditory Breaker, high key easier than Ancestral Calamity. Obviously, that's a little bit of memeing on my part, but, you know, my luck with Ancestral has been abysmal. I don't even know how else to say it. Oh my god, that's like the third time I've died at Mitchie's wave this stream. That's such a wasted attempt. I mean, I won't say it's like an easy part, but it's not really a hard part either, you know? It's a part that I shouldn't die to like this. At least I'm getting there. Hey, Tex. I want to call. Maybe here later. Right now, I'm actually kind of grooving in the level, and I'm just going to keep going down the stream path. I'll definitely call after the stream if you're still on then. Which you should be, because it's a weekend, so. Oh, by the way, since I know there are probably a couple new people here from the raid, if any of y'all are still here, go subscribe to Tex, or if you're just like, you know, a normal ass person who's been on my channel for a while, and for whatever reason you haven't subscribed to Tex yet, then go do it, because, you know, why wouldn't you? He makes good levels, wink wink. They knew too much. Damn, dude. They're on our tails. Okay, that was sketchy. How did I recover that? Oh, well, if you're new to my streams, then my Nightbot will time people out for virtually nothing. It's kind of a stream meme, if you will. I mean, I'd get rid of it, but usually it doesn't do too much harm. It's just kind of there, and it's like, oh, ha ha ha, Nightbot timed out so-and-so for doing nothing. I don't know, Tex. I don't think they'll figure out about it yet. Man, what is it? I could get to Michi. I'm pretty consistent at the parts up until Michi now, which is good, because yesterday, you know, I wasn't. Although, I only played for like 10 minutes. But, man, passing Michi is like a myth. Especially, I've died at the wave so much. Like, I get dying at the UFO, or really any part before the UFO as well, because those parts are all difficult. But once you pass Michi's UFO, the triples are basically free after that. And then the wave, I guess it's kind of hard? I don't know. I never really started dying there until about 20 minutes ago. And now I've just been dying there every, 10 attempts or so. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, probably more like every 20 to 25, but y'all get what I mean. You've been here. No, go check it out. Tex has permission to advertise. He gets advertised bypass. That's why he's a mod. Like I said, sub the man up if you haven't already. He's a better creator than me. I mean, he can't play very much, but, he's an epic creator. And he's like the other half of me in this game, And then iNubble's the third half. But not really. And then Cairo, I guess, could also be considered the fourth half. But then again, like I said, it doesn't really work like that. Yes, welcome back, Cairo. Yeah, but Golden can't create it, and therefore he lacks the, charm. Okay, can my phone not? Nothing important, Cairo. We were just memeing around. God, I can't pass the UFO it's probably gonna do nothing, but I might as well do Michi like once, even though I'll probably pass it in like 3 attempts perfectly. With no repercussions whatsoever, because that's what always happens. But hey, at least I can say I practiced it. Okay, no, I'm actually dying here. The last time I went in to practice this part, I did it in like 2 attempts perfectly. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, now I can't do it at all. This is epic. See, it'd be cool to not die at the wave in normal as well. How many times have I passed Michi today? I'm trying to think. So I had 2 deaths at 44, a death at 45, that's 3, 58, which is 4. And then I think I've died 2 other times just at Evasium, 2 or 3. So I've passed Michi more than 5 times today, which is nice. Yeah, Tex is like the shadow me, and I'm like the shadow Tex, 2 sides of the same coin. And then Nubble is my child. I don't know how that works, but that's how it is. So you're the dog? No? You're not the dog. Well, I mean, hold up. You're a furry, so damn, you might be the dog. Yeah, Cairo is the Holy Spirit. Nubble is well, the reason Nubble is Jesus is because I don't know if you guys have, well, I mean, you probably haven't. I think Tex and Cairo might have, but there are some old pictures of iNubble where his hair was like down past his shoulders and he looked like Jesus. And so he got the nickname Jesus. He looked like fucking Jesus after all. Yes. It's alright. Nubble catfished like 4 people because they thought he was a chick. He went along with it a couple times too. That's your call, Tex. It is fine with me if you do or do not. I've lost consistency for the time being, but I don't think that's because I'm actually playing bad. I think it's because I've been so focused on chat over the past 3 minutes, which makes sense, but... Tex, while you doing your thing, I'm gonna, like, actually not read chat for a few attempts and probably get somewhere. Okay, this isn't working. Maybe I'm just playing bad now, I don't know. Yeah, instead of focusing on me playing bad, y'all go focus on Texas story. And then if I get to Michigan, then focus on me again. Because, yeah. Oh, yo, shit, Nightbot did something. The Bloodbath dimension? He got timed out for saying the Bloodbath dimension. I love my Nightbot, dude. No, we built Jesus in the Geometry Dash editor. There was no birth involved. We built him using this fifth state of matter called glow. Oh my god, I literally cannot get back to Michi. What happened? Okay. Time to go practice Vermilion's Ball. I did not think I would need to ever do that again, but here we are. Wait, Nobble commented on your most recent video? Hold up. Gotta go check that. Let me give that a like, too. Because that's good. Alright, hang on for the boys in chat. Yo, that's kind of epic, not gonna lie. Alright, now back to practicing Vermilion's Ball, because apparently that needs to be done. Why I cannot do this all of a sudden in normal, I do not know. Text, our dimension's falling apart, man. The Bloodbath dimension, it ain't working out well at all. Can I get past 58 again? Or not again, but like this stream? Like I said, if I get to Etzer, there's a genuinely good chance of me beating the level. I'm not gonna say greater than a 50% one, but alright, what I'm gonna do real fast, hopefully I don't lose my whole 10 viewers, but I'm gonna take a small break by just going and playing a random 6-star, or a Boris, by F777, okay, that, wow, so, again, I'm left with this question a lot, but why isn't Plasmatic rated? Oh yeah, this is tops. Bro, this is beauty. Oh, this gameplay is whack. Whew, I thought it was gonna kill me. Oh, this is some fire right here. I need to invite this dude to swing whenever I start that. You're not gonna get in the Ultra collab for just gameplay alone. I mean, you're welcome to send me whatever you want, but I'm looking for decorators. Alright, well, I'm kinda... I'm gonna play one more real fast. 40,000. Don't I like this song? I don't remember. Is this the one Fat Pink Tard uses? It is. Yes. Alright, after this I'll go back to Bloodbath. Like I said, I just need like a 3-minute break or something, because I'm losing focus. Whoa, what? I didn't even mean to do that. That just kind of happened. Whack. Alright, what has it been up with the rates lately? None of these are good! I mean, this is better than the other one. It's hard to be worse than the one we just played, but even so. The gameplay's actually okay on this, not gonna lie. It's kind of fun. But the deco is not. Oh, that was so hard to sight read. Please let it be over. Because I'm not going to be able to sight read that again. Epic. I was sweating there a little at the end. That was more intense than Bloodbath. Whatever it is I'm playing right now. Got a bunch of stuff. Yo, whack. I wonder how long those have been sitting there for. Anyways, I went over 1,000. That's tough. Then again, I did predict about 2,000 attempts to beat this, which will probably end up being close to right. If I fluke it, then maybe closer to 1,500. I'm pretty good at sight reading anything under 8 stars, but still, that level near the end there, that one had me sweating. There were like 3 times where I thought I was just dead and the level saved me, and I was like, hey. Like I said, the gameplay on that level was actually pretty well made. It synced well for what it was, and it was fun. But the decoration was garbage, so like, whatever. Why am I on a copy? Well, for the past few extremes I've beaten, I've oftentimes had to remove detail, because, you know, my computer's a piece of garbage, and I've just kind of gotten in the habit of playing in copies, so. And also, a couple of big players have said this, if you play in copies, it's supposed to, what is it? I think it's reduce input time or something like that. The reactions are, like, ever so slightly better. So hey, if there's even a myth around that, you best believe I'm playing in a copy. Yeah, if I do Disentombed this stream, I'll call with you then, Tex. It's just for the sake of the level. I'm trying to kind of focus on it, but I'm not doing a very good job at it. That's one thing that usually messes me up when I stream. Oh well, I'm getting back to Mitchie again. I think I needed that break there. I have multiple face reveals on both my social media accounts and on YouTube, now that I think about it. Some of them are pretty outdated, but you can easily find them. There should be a couple ones within like 1 or 2 years as well. I don't even really have anything against showing my face or anything like that either. It's just I don't happen to own a webcam right now. Oh, come on. That was a wasted attempt and a half. Oh well, I think the break did work though, because that's the whole point, was to get in past Mitchie. Grilled cheeses are the bomb. You know what's even better than a grilled cheese? A tuna melt. Yeah, I might do streams with face or webcam someday. I think I even did a couple in the past, but again, that was when I actually owned a webcam. And my thing is, I don't really require like a face cam to do what I do. I can see why some people would like it, though. And like I said, I don't really have anything against it. I've never really understood people, like, under the age, well, over the age of 12, I guess. Like, if you're a young kid, then obviously you don't really want your face out on the internet. But once you turn 13, 14, I've never really understood the whole, like, oh yeah, a giant face reveal thing. So yeah, you can definitely, yeah, I mean, you might have to look a little bit for my face, because I usually don't, you know, post it on, like, YouTube community tabs or anything like that. But public Instagram. Uncle gifted you a trip to Japan. Sheesh, dog. Going to Japan. Lucky motherfucker. I'd love to go to Japan. Okay, that's like 8 times past Mitchie today, and like 4 of them have been wasted at Evasium. I don't like that at all, because Evasium's, well, I don't know, Evasium's typically considered one of like the 2 easiest parts, because I think Havoc is generally accepted to be by far the easiest part. But then for most people, it's either Evasium or Asonic who's second. And I cannot stop dying at Evasium. Welcome back from Nightbot Purgatory. Come on, dude. I'm getting like decently far in Mitchie again every few attempts at the, well, maybe not every few, but pretty often. But I cannot pass it or Evasium. I should probably realistically bump Go up to past Evasium since I'm dying there a lot and it's still within the first half. If I die at Evasium again, I'll do that. So I don't think most of you say Go until like 40 anyways. How do I call? Yeah, I use Discord. Oh no, do I need to take another break? Am I having trouble passing Weo Weo? On Discord? Yeah. I'm not always super active on there though, because I get a lot of GD traffic. So most of the time, more than likely, I will have notifications disabled. Just a heads up. You're gonna call me in 10. I will not pick up if I'm playing Bloodbath, just saying. If I move on to Disentombed, yeah, I'll call, like, immediately. I can't do Mitchie. I might text. I'm kind of, well, I don't know if what I'd call what I'm doing right now being on a roll. But I'm not doing bad either. So, I feel like I'm probably going to be playing this most of the time. But I got pretty much all weekend. I'm hoping to get this done either tonight or tomorrow. So then the rest of the time just goes to Disentombed. And I finish that this weekend as well. And then that would be basically a perfect weekend. So then after that, it's probably back on the Revitalize grind, if I feel like doing that so far. I might build another Mega Club part before I go back to Revitalize. I don't know yet. Evasium's part is just destroying me tonight. Like... Well, I get an extra day off as well. I have Monday off, so even if this does take me another day, then I still have 2 whole days to work on Disentombed, which is plenty. I realistically could probably wrap the rest of Disentombed up on one day, but if I do polishing all that, I'd probably still have another 2 days worth of building on it. But yeah, to put things into perspective, let's see, I've had over 1,000 deaths before and at Mitchie, and I've had like 8 or 9 deaths past Mitchie. That's how hard Mitchie is, just saying. But then when you really get down to it, especially for 144 Hz, Mitchie is really the only bad part. A lot of people say Etzer is pretty bad too. I personally don't see that. I'll probably have a death or two at him regardless, but that's still only a death or two compared to how many at Mitchie? A couple hundred? Yeah, Thunder BT, mobile player who has beaten Bloodbath. Very impressive guy, actually. I would not want to be playing this on mobile, ever. Because this level is a lot harder on mobile as well. You need my tag, which should be able to be activated by that command. Hopefully, if Nightbot works. $19.98, my guy. How do I click so well? What do you mean, how do I click so well? I click the mouse button. Oh no, Tex, we have your alter ego here. I can't straight fly. I can't do that straight fly, I should say. The Mitchie straight fly still happens to be one of the hardest straight flies I've ever played in this game. Mostly because of the transition. Once you get a couple clicks in, it's just like any other straight fly. But the first 2 clicks, they're rough. 2 to 3, I guess. too high that time. I'm actually surprised you haven't designed more people's merch than just text. So that seems like something you all would be doing, or you would be doing more. Okay, yeah, vote on. I'll accept your friend request after the stream. Oh, I might do it here in a second. I don't know how long I'm going to stream, that's the thing. Like, I'm not really getting any new high scores, but I'm not really dying at 20 times in a row either. Here, I'll accept this real fast. Bam. I'm not... Hold on, can you guys see what I'm doing? No, you can't. I believe I'm still tabbed into the game. I hope I'm tabbed into the game, because else I'm taking a big risk. Okay, cool. Nothing big. Get off of that. Awesome. No, the text. You should design all GD merch. That seems like something that you would be very well suited for. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Well, that's something. Texas lived in, like, what, 5 or 6 different places throughout your whole life? Because you've lived for substantial periods in both Mexico and Germany, haven't you? I know you've been in Mexico for a few years. You've been in the States for at least a year. I think you were in France for about a year. It does seem cool, and I would love to travel around, but I don't think I'd want to, like, live in that many different places, like, you know, switch between them so much. I mean, I guess you've had stretches of 5 to 6 years in some places, but like living in the USA for a year or living in France for a year, like the whole 1 year moves, I don't think I would really want to do that. Yeah, Tex is older than me. And I'm 16 now, so Tex, you should be 17 or 18, I believe. I think you're 18 now, right? I don't remember, you're close. You're 17, cool. Yeah, I knew you had at least a year on me, but wasn't sure by how much. Dog, I'm 16 now. I mean, it's still been less than a month, but still feels weird to say. I'm curious as to what your favorite place you lived in was. I'm gonna assume Mexico, since you've lived there most of your life, and that's probably where you've had the most memories. But then again, I guess I could say the same with Germany. Mitchie's part is so bad. I'm getting so consistent at pre-Mitchie, which is good, but then, like, it doesn't really help the rate at which I pass Mitchie. I just die there more, you know? Then again, I think that's the experience that pretty much everyone has at this level. Except for the freaks who are good at Mitchie. I don't get people like that. Every once in a while, I've heard like 2 or 3 people who I know that have said Mitchie's not hard. And they you know, they back it up. They can actually do the part like every couple of times. And I'm like, dude, how? Yeet, yeet. I get the vibe too. I mean, obviously this doesn't apply to everyone, and then there are also plenty of Americans that move around a lot, but it seems like foreign people move around more. I don't know, that's probably some sort of weird stereotype that I can get fucked for saying, but out of all the experiences, like, most of the foreign people I know have moved around at least once in their life. I mean, obviously not all of them, but it seems to be a trend. Have I done idols? No, I don't think I'll ever do idols because I really don't like the design of it. And I've heard mixed responses about the gameplay. Yeah, that's a good point, guys. I guess for you guys, moving around in Europe is closer to, like, moving states for us. That's weird to think about, now that I'm, like... That's kind of whack. And you guys have, pretty free travel over there. Okay, that's just stupid. Germany to Spain. I feel like, well, no, you're probably right. That's probably about the same difference. I didn't think about how far Germany was in words. Happened. Block design. Let me check it real fast. What have I done? That's not bad. I mean, that's just kind of your typical generic starter block design. I try to build on that a little bit. If that's your first attempt, though, that's actually really good for a first attempt. I did not read that. Like, if that's your first time ever trying designing, then you just got the basics down in, like, one go. That's better than 95% of people's first block designs. So in that case, I encourage you to continue. I'm impressed. See, now that I'm thinking about it, it's weird, because it's like, you know, in the US, I could say, like, oh yeah, I'm going to so-and-so. Like, I could say, maybe I'm going to Pennsylvania, or I'm going to Maryland for a day trip or something like that. Then over in Europe, you can live in Germany and be like, hey, I'm going to France for the day, or something like that. That just kind of blows my mind. It shouldn't, but I guess it's something I've never really thought about until now either. Where am I in the U.S.? I live in Virginia. Berlin to Paris is only 5 hours. See, that's weird. That would be like me going to, like, Pittsburgh. Well, I guess Pittsburgh is only like 4 hours from me, but even so, it's kind of whack. We're going to, like, Raleigh in North Carolina. Thank you, Tex. Very cool. YouTube notification. Ooh, comment got a heart from Texo2. That's pretty cool. Hold on, what? Dude, Ohio is a fan. Wow. A lot of people shit on Ohio, but I'm a coaster enthusiast, and you guys got Kings Island and Cedar Point, so, like, I can't really talk too much. Cedar Point especially is just bomb. Core is terrible unless you're Zcat or Nahua, basically. Man, I don't think I'm going to be able to go for too much longer, just for the sake. It's bad, too, because I'm passing... I mean, I'm not passing Mitchie a ton, but I'm passing it enough to the point where it's like, wow, if I play for another 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I'll probably pass it again. Which is, so far, been what I've been doing, and I've still ended up passing it, like, every time. So it's like, man, I don't know. Realistically, I'll probably beat this over the weekend sometime. Probably won't be tonight. Especially since Skyround exists. Dude, I go up to Cedar Point every year. Again, as a, coaster enthusiast, that is the place to be. Limitless, I think, got removed from the list for having a secret way. No, oh, I could have saved that too. I hit the edge of the thing right there. How did I survive that? That's kind of whack. Nah, I'm not going to beat an extreme like that. Dude, that could have been a good run, actually. I probably could have passed 58. Well, guess who's gonna keep going now. I was thinking about stopping for a little bit, but even though I probably won't get back there for another half hour. Yeah, I was actually planning to beat Limitless, but then they found the secret way and all that, so... I'll get around to it eventually once it's patched. You'd be pretty frustrated by now. I mean, one thing that helps with this is, unlike levels like Allegiance or Ancestral Calamity, there's only one bad part instead of the level as a whole being bad. Yes, Michi is pretty stupid, and it's definitely one of the harder collab parts I've played, or I should say more unbalanced. But, the parts around it are totally fine. That, and it helps if I'm, you know, actually getting pretty far every once in a while, which, I mean, 30 is not super hard, but I can usually get to 30, like, a few times every 10 times, you know? Or I guess, like, 2 or 3 in every time. Which isn't bad, considering how hard this level is. Although I will say that UFO tests my patience. All of Michi does. I can show you text. You know that fade-in thing I did on Disentombed for like the 2 parts? That's a really easy effect that I can show you how to do. The simple effects that I do, I usually don't even like think about doing them until all of a sudden like the idea pops in my head and I'm like, hey, if I could create that, that would be kind of cool. They're usually afterthoughts, which is the weirdest part. But if there's anything I ever do in a level that you want to know how to do text, then just show me what it is and I'll tell you how to do it. I'm gonna break here in a minute to go get some water. I think this is gonna be a long stream. I know I'm not necessarily getting a bunch of new records, but, you know, every time I think about stopping, I get back to Michi, where, like, recently I almost just got a new record, because, trust me, getting 48 on this level is basically the same as 58. The 10% in between those two things make no difference. So, probably go get some water in a minute, because I've been going for well over an hour at this point. Over an hour and a half. Yeah, let me do that real fast. Let me type in chat. BRB. Some water. Alright, I will be right back. Y'all have fun now. I have made my return. Let's get it. To land that one, there's a thing where I have a glow pillar as a circle in the middle. Oh yeah, that's pretty simple. I could show you how to do that one. The only thing is, one thing I will say about that, it works best when the player's hidden, because it is very hard to center around a player, even if you lock it to Y. Should you beat Supersonic or Fairy Dust? Well, I would recommend Fairy Dust all around, especially if you're trying to home in your wave skill. I think Supersonic's a little harder, but Supersonic also bugs a lot. In fact, if you can stand to do it, I would recommend not doing Supersonic at all. I've not done Supersonic myself, and it is not really a super beneficial level. Like, there are other levels around that difficulty that are more fun and more consistent and less buggy that you can do to gain some skill off of. Like I said, unless you just want to do it, because it is a pretty famous level. My water's amazing, dude. Lips are starting to get a little chapped. Needed some water. Yeah, I would not recommend Supersonic in the slightest personally, because Fairy Dust at least doesn't bug, and it's not that. Well, then again, I say this with Wave being my best game mode by a fair amount. I did not find Fairy Dust to be hard. Supersonic's not super hard either, but it's annoying and it bugs, so whatever, it's up to you. If you've done Jawbreaker or 9 Circles, then yeah, I would honestly just do Fairy Dust. It shouldn't be that much harder. The hardest thing about Fairy Dust is the blinding lights, but if you've done Jawbreaker, then you should be okay. Although I technically, have I beat Fairy Dust actually? That's a good question, because my hardest 9 Circles currently is Poltergeist. Did I actually end up beating Fairy Dust? Oh no, I haven't. Interesting. I haven't done Supersonic either, I don't think. No, I only have 29. How many? I have 4,000 attempts! And I have 29. Bruh. Oh man, those were the days. Those are from like 1.9. Yeah, for the record, I have more attempts on Supersonic than like 2/3 of the extremes I've beaten. That's kind of whack. whatever. I think I'm going to go ahead and end. I know I said I was probably going to go for a while, but my finger's starting to hurt a little too, and that is the end all be all, so I'm not messing up my finger for this game. I will see you guys on the next one, which will definitely be tomorrow. And, yeah, that's all. Have a good night, guys.